Whoop whoop, what's up, Bearcats? We're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. So sorry for the late start tonight. Things beyond my control. What ended up being supposed to be dropping off my car to get and get a ride back, ended up turning into a 1 hour drive around town. So I apologize, guys. We're here, show starting, and of course you got Michael Buffer in the house. But we're here, we're hanging, we're chilling. Whoop whoop. Hope you're all doing well. Hopefully people actually show up and makes this worth doing. Again, sorry so much, very sorry about the late start and the delay. It's been a day. It's been a day. So yeah, whoop whoop. Of course, Michael Buffer killing the show too. Get this out to Facebook, pal. Whoop whoop. Hopefully get some more people in here. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, I need to find a different feed. This is buffering hard. Sorry, guys. This is. Yeah, it's. All right. Hopefully this feed actually holds. Knowing my luck, it'll start buffering and then hit a hard Donnie. Or Michael Buffer will keep gang banging us. Or the Buffer Bros keep running the train on us. We were screwed last week, and no one talking about it. Not that idiot Charles Robinson. Not Nicholas. No one. He was away from the tag team titles. That's what's happening. Me too was. Wait, no. Sorry. We were agreeing. Okay. I was saying that absolutely. Out of your minds. Since losing those titles, you boys have gone crazy. Are you blind? See, look at this circle. Yeah, would you look at this? We stepped in a rabbit hole. Look, desperation is not a good look on you two. Look, it's the desperation, it's the clothes. For us, no boy. From you. It's all no boy. Let's go. Do it. Did I hear the word conspiracy from you? You guys are absolutely ridiculous. But hey, keep coping about what happened last week. We're focused on next week. As we get our shot at SmackDown against the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. You know, we worked our asses off to get here. We won the tag team titles after 3 weeks and you. Conspiracy. Whoop whoop. So yeah, belt count's kind of going a little bit out the window tonight because of the late start. Whoop whoop. Get me Ray Phoenix, pal. Whoop, whoop. Man, I have no idea if we're gonna keep this going tonight. Tonight's been nothing but a complete disaster, and now I can't get a feed that's worth a damn. It all keeps buffering, hard buffers. I'm getting nothing tonight, pal. Including nobody to come in and hang out because of the late start. Everybody thought it was probably canceled. Hey, what's up, Lab Rat? Good to see you, pal. Whoop, whoop. Yeet, yeet. So let's see, can't use that feed because that has no video. Let's try this one. All right, no video for that one either. Fantastic. All right, so usually the one that's got the hard Donnie on it, but we'll see. All right, this one might actually work. Let's see. Yeah, for real, man. Fluff those streams. Whoop, whoop. All right, well, we're at the commercial break. I'm going to finally eat my dinner that I have not had a chance to eat tonight. Can you tell I'm a little bit salty? Yeah, let's finish getting this WrestleMania book, pal. Yeah, I mean, this has been one of the most underwhelming builds to a WrestleMania in a long time. A long time. Give me those Jimmy John's barbecue chips, pal. Whoop, whoop. Whoop, whoop. Dude, I'll give WWE their props on this. They went out of their way to make Penta and Phoenix look like big time stars and huge deals. Like WWE is absolutely doing right by Penta and Phoenix.
Just electric. It's really hard to imagine a better start for a WWE career than showed us last week with that offensive assault on.
Yeet. Whoop, whoop.
One-on-one. Long ago in Mexican promotions.
So yeah, unfortunately, no. Kind of got to put the bell count away for tonight because of the late start. And again, I apologize. It was a it was a pretty insane night. So to kind of let you guys know what happened. So I got off work and then came home because I was supposed to drop my car off with a relative who was going to be doing some work on my brakes, like replacing the brake pads, all that good shit. And then my grandfather was going to give me a ride back home after I dropped the car off. Never showed up. So basically, me and the relative had to spend an hour driving around town trying to find him. Because he ended up getting lost and had no idea where he was at. Hence the Grandpa Moose tonight. Whoop, whoop.
Showcase the high flying and explosive style when you got a big boot pressing down right into your face in the corner. Berto's been neutralizing Ray Phoenix early on here. And Phoenix delivers that elbow. Derailing this hype trying to break. Oh, wow. Well, that'll do it for Berto, who has got a massive upper hand already in this one. To the outside by Berto. What he said last week, perhaps.
Lost the audio there for a second, but we're back. Yeet.
Obviously stepping out into spotlight alone here.
What do I got today? Let's see. Got the Jimmy John's barbecue chips. Got the combo with the got the spicy East Coast Italian combo. And then stopped at Steak and Shake on the way home, pick up some chili and a hot dog. Whoop, whoop. Let me see what my rewards are. I should have some rewards available on my thing for Steak and Shake. Let me check. Yeah, pal, I got $2 off my next order. Dude, that chili's so delicious, man. So delicious. There's no beating it. Whoop, whoop.
Has got everything he's wanted from his man Berto. Full control over Ray Phoenix. It's interesting to see them watching her last week backstage to be able to capture the reactions. And that can happen sometimes when you have a date.
Time to pack a bowl, pal. Yeet.
Goes incredibly well. You think you've made it. You think you're at the top of the mountain. You're on the
whoop, whoop.
You take your eye off the ball and you get beaten in week 2 by Berto. What do you do for not?
Man, I'm not. Although I will say, like, I like the presentation of Ray. I'm not liking the booking. Like, Ray should be he should be like a quick like 2-3 week introduction. Let him go through some enhancement guys, some NXT guys, some lower card guys. Let him plow through them. Then put him in a program. Let him get a little, give him some time to establish himself. Then you put him into a program. Second match into your debut, you should not be going 50-50 with Humberto. Like, that's something that's something you could do down the line that could be entertaining. Like, you have Ray against Legado del Fantasma, and then Penta comes and then you got Penta, Ray, and the LWO to back him up. But that's like a long, long way down the line. Whoop, whoop.
He stomps down on the back of Berto, constantly springboarding off of the top rope. This is part of the problem when you're in there with a competitor like Ray Phoenix, who has such a deep playbook. How do you possibly guard yourself against who knows what is coming next? And when the intensity bubbles up with Ray Phoenix, let's see what he's capable of. He's lining Berto for blood. Corkscrewing his way down to the floor. Connecting right on the chest of Berto, who has gone from almost sure victory to what looks like defeat to the cover of her Phoenix, and Berto able to kick out. And Ray Phoenix, for all his flashy moves and his high-octane performances, it's that gritty durability he's really shown tonight to ride out that storm from Berto, keeping the fight away. Don't write Berto off yet. Not at all. Berto looking to take advantage. Yeah, he's got some tricks up his sleeve too. No! Go right to the jaw. Some of it on medicine. Berto for the win. And Phoenix. Well, I'll tell you this, Joe Tesh, you can take a kick like that right on the point of the jaw while draped up on the ropes and you can still kick out. That's pretty damn impressive, but for how much longer?
Like, if you're trying to establish Ray, like, his second week in, like, he should not be having competitive matches. Not yet, I'm sorry. He should be establishing his character and moveset against, like, guys lower on the card they should be plowing through. But that's just me.
That should have got the job done. Not quite enough, but surely the end is done. Great action in the midst of our night in Seattle. And still to come, Randy Orton and LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Tama Tonga. This is exactly what Santos Escobar wanted. Get back to instilling fear into the heart of the locker room. That is the modus operandi of Legado del Fantasma. But Ray Phoenix has got another
Whoop, whoop.
Frankensteiner. He was able to fight his way out of position, gets up to the top rope, and delivers. And just that single arm cover. Oh, anything more than an arm of
Yeet. Hey, what's up, Ty? Good to see you, pal. Hey, yo! Always a pleasure to have the Comment King in the house. What's up? Whoop, whoop!
once again, Ray Phoenix is equal to it, refusing to go down.
Going with 70. Unfortunately, I gotta throw it out there. We're kind of throwing that out the window for tonight because of the late start. I actually like. Yeah, I've not even had this stream going like a half an hour. It's been a crazy ass night, man. It has been an insane night where what ended up starting out as thank you, man. Yeah, it was. I got no problem telling the story. So the plan is I get off work, I go home, and let my grandfather and drop off my food and stuff I picked up, my dinner, and drop it off at home. Tell my grandfather, okay, we're gonna go to Rich's house, who is like my first or second cousin, my grandfather's nephew, and who's like a expert mechanic. I mean, this dude's a fantastic auto mechanic, auto guy, who happens to work at a Kia dealership that I got my Kia from. So the plan was to drop my car off when I got home from work at his house, let him do some brake work. And my grandfather was going to, pick me up and take me home. Well, my grandfather ended up getting lost and forgot where he was at. So me and my cousin ended up driving around for an hour trying to find him. And it was actually hilarious too how we ended up finding him. So I'm with my cousin. He's driving. I'm sitting in the passenger seat. He's like, okay, I'll stop by my parents' house real quick. See if he's if he's there. He might have stopped there. So we're approaching the street that we need to turn on, like one of the main streets that we need to turn on to get to his parents' house. But as we're turning right onto that street, before we turn right on that street, a vehicle that looks just like my grandfather's vehicle turns left onto it. I'm like, that looks like it. That looks like his car. Let's follow it. And plus, he's going towards, my cousin's parents' house. My great aunt, my great uncle. That car's like going towards their house. All right, let's follow it. We followed that car all the way to my great aunt and great uncle's house. Parks in the driveway. It's my Gramps. We found him. Dude, tonight was insane, man. Give me Roxanne Perez, pal. Yeah, Roxanne. Yeah, I could definitely, I definitely see Roxanne and Trick Williams coming up to the main rosters after WrestleMania. Like, what else is there for Roxanne Perez and Trick Williams to do in NXT? Like, they've done everything. Yeah, it was a little bit scary there for a bit because we didn't know what was going on. Whoop whoop. You don't have to put out the red light, Roxanne. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. Yeet. Whoop whoop. Dude, those bumpers are always fun, pal. Yeet. Whoop whoop.
He's unique.
Wow, they're actually showing OVW footage of CM Punk.
It was obvious to me. Once they saw it, the whole game would change. I present to you. I owe my career to Paul Heyman, 100%. Paul fought for me. He gave me a shot. Paul, they told you to fire me, and you said no. That's right. WrestleMania. He's never been anything but a brother, a father, a friend to me.
I remember this spot, but I missed the puking.
Trust me with his kids, invited me into his home countless times. What a noble, honorable.
Yeah, I haven't heard any discussion about that, but yeah, we should. Like, what the fuck?
More than I do anybody else in this industry. When I left time for relationships back then, and Paul was kind of no exception. I stand before you as the best friend and biggest fan of Chicago's very own CM.
We're the best wrestler.
WrestleMania. This is about loyalty. I will always be loyal in my corner. You are in WrestleMania. My best friend in the world, Paul Heyman, CM. Loyalty and best friend, the words that forged the favor, the history of Punk and Heyman and their foundation. So it comes tonight a look back at how Seth Rollins reacted to Punk and Heyman.
It seems like that's all tough on you girls. No, that means I guess we're just gonna have to see what kind of a champion you really are. Bye.
Remember the Secret Herb, Chelsea's Secret Herb were in that tough match in the gauntlet. So now a very confident Zelina Vega lined up against the woman she's been targeting. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first from Queens,
Whoop whoop.
New York. Time to show the world what she's capable of. Zelina Vega against Chelsea Green next.
All right, that's actually a pretty cool Jim Duggan cameo. That was actually a funny ass Jim Duggan cameo for a Snickers commercial with Carmelo Hayes. Whoop whoop. Yeah, dude, Duggan didn't do anything. He was all character and gimmick and got over. Wave the American flag, carry the 2x4. Ho! 3-point stance, Old Glory. Whoop whoop. I think it's time for a little Smoky Toki. Whoop whoop. Oh yeah, the old taped up thumb. Yep. Ho! Whoop whoop. Oh, nice, lab rat.
All over me, like saying I'm supposed to say next one. Good start, and she throws the tool. Yeah, that's what happens when you're disrespectful to our United States Championship training. And I gotta think here, Wade, because her secret purpose isn't out to support her tonight. Because remember, they were in that brutal match. Oh, and here's Vega with the roll up. That Chelsea has to think to herself. She has to get off to a fast start here. Well, that has been the problem for Selena Vega several weeks. Been demanding a championship opportunity against Chelsea with the numbers game. Selena several tonight. Slams her head down in the corner of our reinforced steps. Don't act so surprised. Chelsea Green is an incredibly astute competitor. Chelsea Green needs protection. Joe Tex, go protect Chelsea Green. What's this idiot referee doing? What is going on here? She was complaining. Secret Hermes wasn't out here. She proved it to the ring. Joe Tex distracted Joe. Back into the ring. Next thing you know, 10 count. Winner. Zelina. Who's never going to show him about getting a championship opportunity now. Thanks, Joe Tex.
Okay, I did smoke that. Okay.
Legado del fantasma. Alberto, I'm gonna beat him. He's a flash in the pan. And what were your words? Oh, yeah. A flying blizzard. Your words. All I have to say to you right now is I'm extremely disappointed in you. Angel! Let's go find Ray Phoenix so I can congratulate him on a job well done.
At least they're trying to do something with Legado del Fantasma. Like, at least they're like building and stretching and doing the dissension in a way that there's a little bit of a hook there. It's some advancement every week. Very, very slow, but at least some. Whoop whoop.
I know you lost with Ray Phoenix. Still work hard. Keep your face up and be proud.
Mind your own business. Look what's up next. The story to be told. The undisputed WWE champion, the American Nightmare, the one and only Cody Rhodes, is with us live.
Yeah, LWO 2.0, pal. Whoop whoop. Oh, jeez. That was the only positive I could say about that gimmick and that whole thing was, well, at least they're creative enough to make it one, dear. Dude, I remember the first when that act first debuted. I'm just like, are they're seriously doing that? They're really doing that. Holy shit. They're actually doing that? Oh, that's a good question. I don't remember. Oh, that whole gimmick with them like calling them the Mexicools. and riding out to the ring in lawnmowers on like you're really doing that. You're really doing that. Wow. Wow. I was just shocked that somebody would anybody would put that on air. Even in 2005, 20 years ago. Like, I'll put it to you this way. If Dave Chappelle would have done a Chappelle Show skit like that, okay. That's one thing. That's Dave Chappelle trying to be funny. For WWE to do something like that, that's kind of like, I'm asking questions. Especially knowing Vince's history of, stereotypes and gimmicks. Whoop, whoop.
We are right around the corner now from Vegas. WrestleMania After Dark. That's the official WrestleMania After Party. It's taking place Thursday through Sunday next.
They should hold the WrestleMania After Dark at Sapphires. Get a free drink from Disco Pal. Whoop, whoop.
So many words that describe you, Jade. But there's one word that fits you to the core. It's snake. Push you off that ledge and onto that windshield. It would have eventually been me. Once I got you out my way, I took my rightful place as champion.
Oh, that's cool.
Bianca and I grew an even stronger friendship. Now that you're back, Bianca won't even look at me. But it's okay, because there's no more of this fake loyalty. I'm doing what's best for me, and I'm going to get mine.
I like how Naomi's kind of selling it like she's kind of going off the deep end. Like, she's doing a pretty decent job, playing a deranged, kind of out of her mind, like losing her sanity.
I'm not just angry. I'm pissed. At me because you thought you knew what was best for me. You don't. You tried to take me out because of your own insecurities. It's what this is about. The glow is fading. And Naomi, you're trying to stay relevant in any and every way. That is what this all is about. You were jealous that I came in with so much star power, so so much aura, so much glow. And this WrestleMania, I'm not a rookie anymore. I'm your biggest threat because a storm is coming.
Oh, no doubt it's Disco. Yeah, I'm just here working my shifts. What's up?
There it is, coming your way in 8 days. And by the way, coming up a little later, we are going to
Yeah, it seems like the place to go check it out.
WrestleMania 41 cards and tell you which matches are on Saturday, which matches are on Sunday. For everyone who appreciates the great history of this industry, look at this scene to behold. Standing here, the straps of leather, precious metals, fixtures, far more than just mementos, the different iterations of the WWE.
That's pretty cool. They got like replica of old world titles. That's pretty sweet.
To see all the that are in the ring now, that means so much to all of us.
Yeet.
Some of us older guys have been watching a significant number of remember some of the championships in the ring and the men who held those championships, and that is in large part the reason why we are so obsessed with being around this industry to this very. Rhodes does currently behind the scope. It's a moment in time, a piece of history, and Cody Rhodes is the man tasked with safeguarding the future of that very championship. WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, 7 days away from a long
Whoop, whoop.
with Raw superstar.
I will say I do like this idea. You know, bringing out versions of every iteration of the world title. It's like we're running long tonight, pal. Running long on a show that's already 3 hours. And now this, yep, the singing of the name has now officially crossed over. Yeah, this has not been. Yeah, this was definitely a fumbled, very fumbled build to Mania. Yeah, I really don't care that much either, man. I really don't. But the only thing I care about WrestleMania is it's something to bring us all together to just chill and hang out. And it's kind of like background, and we're just all together, partying, having a good time, whoop whoop. And wrestling is kind of the background noise, and if something happens, it's like, oh, and then like we're all there to, witness it together, pal. Whoop whoop.
Excellence, the metric that stands. This right here, best wrestler in the world. Always be me. That's what this has become. That's what WrestleMania has turned into. It's not just a match between.
Yep, that's next week, pal. Whoop whoop.
It's about the next 20 champions, whether that's Sean's NXT kids watching WrestleMania intently, our ID prospects. Maybe there's a young man in Seattle tonight that wants to grow up and wear this as WWE champion. It's about the next 20 champions. And then there is one man trying to take all that away. John Cena. John Cena has neglected to make Seattle part of his farewell tour. He's opted to be in Vegas for SmackDown next week. It would be cowardice on my part to rebuttal John's remarks from when we shared the ring in London, but one thing he said that sticks with me, he referred to me and the placement of my tattoo. He said, me having this tattoo makes me a common fan. So what? I have this tattoo for the same reason that I wear this suit. It's not because I think I'm somebody. It's because I want to be somebody. Is that somebody who can sell out the world's most famous arena 188 times to the rhythmic chants of his own name? Is that somebody who can sit up each and every night, even with broken ribs, and become WWE's phenom? Is that somebody who can set the world ablaze with Latino heat?
I like he tied Eddie Guerrero to that belt.
Or is that somebody who can carry a company on his back through good times and bad for 10 years. John Cena. A man who is trying to break the wheel, a man who is trying to find himself. Does that sound familiar? John, you've told me that I don't know who I am, that I don't present myself authentically. Here's what I do know, John. I'm the WWE champion, and you are not.
Well, you remember like when they first like the what is it? The
John is always teaching.
it was the interim. It was the belt. Like it only lasted for like 3 years. It was the belt between the Big Eagle and the Spinner belt. Like the first single undisputed title that ended up turning into the WWE title again. Whenever I think of that belt, the people that come to mind are Eddie Guerrero, Brock Lesnar, and Kurt Angle.
I call myself the captain here. So, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Justin.
And who knows, pal? Dude, honestly, in my opinion, this is my opinion. The best thing that Monet could do is kind of realize Harley Cameron brings out the best in me. And we have a weird ass chemistry that somehow works. Why not do an odd couple babyface tag team? That's what I'd do.
I do my best work when I'm backed into a corner. I don't flinch. I fight. I wrestle. That's right, John. The bell is gonna ring. And when it does,
Whoop whoop. We're the best wrestle, pal.
I leave you to this ring, John, to have your moment. Your moment to say goodbye. It would be clever for me to tell John, your time is up. My time is now. But John, you've known your time is up for quite some time, and that's why you did what you did. And one day, my time will be up soon. But until then, this is timeless. And this stays with us.
Yeah, for real, where's she been, pal? We're the best wrestle with nails sticking in your back, dude. I'm still. It still blows my mind that actually happened and made it to primetime television. Like, dude. What? And then you made it worse by having Wheeler Yuta and the referee try to pull it out of Moxley's back. Not a trained medical professional who's like should be on site to handle that. No, two just untrained people who were happen to be there. And we actually see the skin stretching like, oh my fuck.
Pacific start time. So if you're interested in the doubleheader, the whole thing is there for you.
I'm 100% with you on that, Todd. I'm a big fan of Swerve. I like him, but saying F Booker T, no, dude, that's one of those things where if you have a problem with Booker T, you show him that proper respect by contacting him personally and handling it man to man. You don't make it a public thing. That's my own. That's really the only complaint I have with Swerve and that whole thing. Like, just that disrespect to Booker T. If you have an issue with him or something he said, handle it man to man. Don't make it a public thing. That's my only issue with it.
The strength of the action SmackDown to start WrestleMania weekend. Top with this. Will you look at this? The WWE.
Yeah, the nails didn't even sell for Mox.
On the line. The former champs, Motor City Machine Guns. That's next Friday in Vegas.
Right now, I'd like to welcome on in the WWE Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits. For Dawkins, next week is the final Friday night SmackDown before WrestleMania, and it's also the night that you
Did they?
against the Motor
Wow. Oof.
Street Profits, Motor City.
Oof.
WrestleMania weekend. But you know what? We like Motor City. But last week we saw a video on them talking about how they don't care about the gold. They don't care about
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, that's kind of, yeah. If that did happen, yeah, that makes it a little bit more messy. Wow.
All over the world for 20 years. But save the congratulations.
Y'all running this division straight to the ground. Yeah, Motor City Machine Guns, they road warriors. Y'all over here gassing them up. You want to talk about a real road warrior? Let's talk about the Miz.
Here, in my opinion, this is my thoughts in my opinion. Here's what makes Carmelo Hayes such a great heel. He can get the shit knocked out of him. Like, you can, like, the baby faces can beat the absolute shit out of him. He'll still keep getting up, talking shit. And he plays that character extremely well. And when the time comes, dude, when you flip that to babyface, that would be such a fantastic babyface character. Exactly, yes. Like, you want to see this loudmouth shit talker just get his ass beat to shut him up. But even when he gets his ass beat, he doesn't shut up. He gets back up and keeps talking shit. And eventually, like, that will get to a point where you could flip that character babyface, and he'll be, dude, he would be when Carmelo gets to that point and he turns babyface, he is going to be so over, in my opinion. Because here's an aspect of great heels that I don't think gets talked about enough, is that great heels, there's something about them that makes you want to root for and cheer for them, but then they go and do something that it's like, fuck you for making me like a part of you. Because as much as, like, I want to put you over for this part of you, you're such an asshole douchebag heel here that it's like, I haven't seen that yet. I'll check that out. Oh, did you ever hear Stevie Richards' story about how Booker would always, how like it turned into like a running gag where Booker would intentionally pretend like he doesn't know Stevie Richards' name? We'd be like, "Come on, man! Like, come on, guy! Like Booker would play it up like he would pretend like he doesn't know what Stevie Richards' name is, but he clearly does, and it turned into like a running gag that between the two of them. Seriously, how can you hate Booker T? How can you hate Booker T, man? Like if you have a problem with something he said or did, like he's definitely earned the like certainly earned the respect and bones of you don't publicly put him on blast. You go through the proper channels you need to privately contact him. You guys hash it out to get, privately and handle your business that way. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, when he put the headset on. Yeah, he had the headset on and he went into the ring and like started stomping people and just like calling it while he was doing it. Get me Black Snow and Chet Lemon, pal. Whoop whoop. And get me Scott Steiner ring announcing too. Yeet. And hailing from the great state of obesity. Oh damn! I forgot we got another hour to go. Shit. Man, that was some of the best TNA stuff that they put out.
Roxanne Perez hasn't been in the ring with Tiffany Stratton since the 2024 Royal Rumble. Tiffany eliminated Roxanne. Then fast forward to this year's Royal Rumble, when it was Roxanne nearly got the world, nearly earned a chance to face Tiffany at WrestleMania. She had that record-setting performance with the runner-up to Charlotte.
Dude, that was fantastic. I love that. That was probably one of the most fun episodes of TNA Impact they ever produced.
Well, let's get into that just for a moment because we brought it up earlier. There's no denying. We acknowledge the viral video from earlier today and the discipline that was put forth to both Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair as Charlotte Flair was asked to go home for the remainder of the week. Here with Roxanne Perez.
Get me King Booker versus King Lawler. Whoop whoop.
Roxanne Perez, the prodigy, multiple time NXT Women's Champion. Yes, she's currently an NXT superstar. However, it has been clear for a long time now that Roxanne Perez is absolutely ready to mix it up with the best of Raw and SmackDown, as we saw in the Elimination Chamber and in the Royal Rumble that you mentioned, Joe. Roxanne Perez every bit the equal of our roster here. There's no doubt. See the matrix type moves from Tiffany Stratton, and now the power as well. But look at this. This is the skill we talk about when it comes to Perez. Yeah, there's no fear whatsoever in Perez, too. She'll stand up to anyone bigger and badder than her. And she certainly mixed it up with Tiffany Stratton on numerous occasions during their time together in NXT. But don't expect Roxanne Perez to take a backward step at all in this one. Wow. Right across the face of Tiffany Stratton that delivers one of her own. This is Tiffany Stratton who's really started to come into her own over the past several weeks.
Whoop whoop, man. Remember when he had the King's Court? Booker had his he had his court, which was William Regal and Fit Finley.
See Roxanne reaching for her lower back.
Dude, that would be like a legit badass tag team right there. Finley and Regal.
Suplex again, but this time lateral press and the hook of the leg. Would really
Yeet.
take things up ahead of WrestleMania for the WWE Women's Champ. Perez trying to hold on. Well, how small? Tiffany Stratton in the eye.
Nice. Let's hear it, pal. Whoop whoop.
To have to deal with the apron and able to take advantage against Tiffany Stratton. Oh, Stratton had no chance to defend herself, and then really.
Oh, I love Stevie Ray on commentary.
It turned out to be that left arm of the champ, Tiffany Stratton. Stratton really hasn't looked the same since that ball attack. And there's simply been no letter whatsoever from Roxanne Perez. No unrelenting offense from Perez. And this is impressive from Perez because when you smell blood in that ring, you have to take advantage. Don't give your opponent an inch. Every which way she's been working on that. Let go. What's trying to drive? Just impressive technique. You can be as nasty as you want, but if you can't pull off techniques like that, it may all be for naught. Oh man, has she targeted that left arm and left shoulder of Stratton? It's just been a complete destruction of the champ, who looks anything but right now. This crowd here in Seattle looking to support Tiffany Stratton, but it Perez.
Decent match so far, pal. Whoop whoop.
Must play through the mind of Roxanne Perez. How close she came to victory. Oh, that's the distinct advantage that Tiffany, and that's the power. Yeah, that's it.
Problem is, though, is that you got your women's champion having a competitive match with an NXT, wrestler. Yeah, we're in for a rough 2 nights next week, pal. Whoop whoop.
shake
Whoop,
off
whoop.
all those injuries and damage sustained thus far and get back on the attack. A week away from WrestleMania for Tiffany Stratton, Roxanne Perez. In a roll-up. Remember the most time in a single women's Royal Rumble game. From Roxanne Perez. Look at Stratton. Perez survives. Well, Perez has been trying her best to drop some heavy artillery. The crossface become known for in NXT. She did attempt that there with Tiffany Stratton. Stratton was just too strong for it, though. That is the advantage that she has. Tiffany with that big attack against the ropes, but instead it's Perez running straight in and slamming Stratton down. Simply cannot write off Roxanne Perez. You can dig a lot deeper than most, which explains her level of success in NXT. It's lying in there. Who has pretty much just done the same back to Tiffany Stratton. She was thinking about the prettiest moonsault ever, but instead Perez ends up on the Russian leg sweep on the second rope there. Tiffany Stratton in big trouble. And now Roxanne Perez taking hooking a leg, looking for the win. Late kick out there from Tiffany Stratton, who has been really put through the ringer on this one. One outing thus far for Roxanne. Organ some smack to boot. Can she get the dub? Tempted at pop rocks. But get that sunset flip powerbomb going, but instead, cartwheel, Alabama slam is lined up. Oh no! Perez with a counter. Tiffany comes right back at her. As they duel with supreme skill here in Seattle on SmackDown. Perez. Now she's got the cross.
All right, if this was a pay-per-view blow-off match between two established main roster stars, this is a great match. I'm liking this match. A SmackDown TV match between an established star and an NXT star? Sorry, guys, I'm not with this. But at least Tiffy got a clean win. Got the clean win. Yeah, sure. Instead of a bell count, let's do a between two nights. How many Wingstop commercials, pal?
But it is getting worse by the week. On top. Trying to control things, rips off his headset. Holding back Charlotte Flair, the 14-time world champion, was absolutely praised. Wade Barrett trying to talk sense into Charlotte Flair and keep them separated from a further attack on Tiffany Stratton. WrestleMania awaits. This thing has boiled up and over beyond. Flair and Stratton.
All right, so apparently Wade Barrett can talk down Charlotte Flair. Okay. Whoop whoop! Commercial break time, pal. Yeet. All right, I'm hungry, pal. Time to eat. Whoop whoop. Think I'm gonna grab some crackers for this chili. Whoop whoop. All right, back guys. Sorry about that. Whoop whoop. First Wingstop sounds pretty tasty, pal. Yeet.
I feel bad for you, Paul Heyman. You are in a very difficult
difficult, unenviable position. The easiest solution for all of us, for everyone involved, would be if you just removed yourself from the situation entirely and let me and Punk and Roman battle it out at WrestleMania for the soul of this industry. Right here, right now. Now, you owe me.
That was so stupid on Raw. So stupid.
Reveal the matches for Saturday and Sunday at WrestleMania. Yeah, well, this is WrestleMania Saturday show. This is the main event. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Hangman, and Punk.
So it's officially confirmed. Night 1, Saturday night, main event.
The bitterest of rivalries.
Punk, Reigns, Rollins, pal.
World Tag Team Championship. Be on the line at the War Raiders. Take on the
New Day.
legendary Hall of Fame that takes on the latest luchador. Again, WrestleMania Saturday.
And El Grande Americano, pal. Yeet.
Goes up against the sometimes unprofessional Charlotte Flair. Can't wait for that one.
I see the Fatu LA Knight match ending in one of two ways. Either Fatu goes over, or LA Knight goes over after Solo and Tama Tonga screw him over. Screw Fatu over.
The outrageous rivalry Sunday card.
Whoop whoop. Get me commercial break, Jones. It means eating more chili, pal. Whoop whoop. Damn, that's some good chili, pal. Whoop whoop. Mm.
Up front. Pilot is angry.
Whoop whoop.
Jacob Bontu next.
Yeah. Oh man, that's damn good chili, pal. Whoop whoop. Vintage Randy Orton, pal.
Just sends LA Knight flying. Good stuff here.
Yeah, we're going to picture in picture. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop.
Solo Sikoa has ever really got back to that momentum yet. However, a win here
So tasty, pal.
would certainly do a lot for the career and perception of Sikoa. So don't mess with my head. Don't mess with any Samoan's head. That is the first rule. Chatter of his live class. Sound good. So, attacks and Solo Sikoa is more of a bruiser. He'll grind you down slowly. Highly effective as a duo, however. The last match on the road to WrestleMania in Vegas. Randy Orton sprint to make the tag to LA Knight, but Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga the best of them. When Randy Orton was out to discuss in front of this big crowd here in Seattle, and it's important to WrestleMania. He wants to take part. Interrupted the hype up Jacob Fatu. His claims go out and win the U.S. Championship. LA Knight heard his name. LA Knight said, let's go. That's how we ride. Back to back. Solo Sikoa spoiling for a fight. Not off the many words, but suddenly eloquent with those fists and feet. Slowly destroying the body of the fight for Randy Orton. LA Knight days away from what'll be the big battle, the United States Championship defense.
Oh, no worries. No worries at all, man. You are all good, pal. Whoop, whoop.
And that explosiveness of the Viper. Man who's defined an entire era in WWE, flat on his back now, desperate.
I think so, yeah. Who was the champ at that time? I don't remember. Was it Saturn? Was it like I do remember. I don't remember who like the champion was. Let me check. No, he got it from Disco. He got it from Disco. My bad. Yeah, Disco beat Saturn, and then Booker beat Disco. All right, 1 degree separation there, pal. Yes, I do remember that.
Big uppercut from Orton. Tamatonga's gonna mess with him. As Solo drives Randy out of the ring. Well, Randy Orton is certainly not the legal man. It's the Irish Solo Sikoa, those two.
Yeah, he did win the title from Rick Martel, but that was after Rick Martel beat him for it previously.
The crowd. This match continues. Referee Charles Robinson has the two legal men in the ring. We need to finish. LA Knight and Tamatonga, they remain.
Yeah, see, I got the Wikipedia right here. So yeah, so Booker T got his first World Television title December 29th, 1997, the night after Starrcade, defeating Disco Inferno. And then he lost it to Rick Martel on the February 16th, 1998 Nitro from Tampa, Florida. And then Rick Martel dropped it back to Booker T 6 days later at Super Brawl 8. Yeah, he went. Yeah, Booker. Yeah, he went. Booker went through a lot, and still overcame it and accomplished what he did. And he should absolutely be applauded and respected for it.
Solo Sikoa picks up the belt, throws it down. He wants more. With the jump up moonsault.
Yeah. That is the difference between Swerve and Booker T. If Swerve would have went through that, he would have took his ball and went home. Booker T fought through, persevered, and succeeded. I'm with you. I don't get it. Like Booker T did so much for the business, for professional wrestling, and he broke so many. Man, Yeah, he accomplished so much, man. Like, to disrespect him, I don't get it. It's a generational thing. It's got to be a generational thing. All right, man. Take care. Whoop whoop. Comment King out. Yeet. I could definitely see jealousy being a factor. 100, definitely. Alrighty, guys, and that's gonna do it for us tonight. Always appreciate getting to hang and chill with you guys. Let's see what we got going on the rest of the week. Tomorrow we got Smack Attack and a late start, or a kind of a late HMG After Dark. Then Sunday, of course, we got Da Wreckage, and then another HMG After Dark. Monday Locker Room, Raw Watch Along, Impact Attack. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night. Have a great weekend. Much love. Whoop whoop. Yeet yeet. Revamped. Good to see you, pal. Take care, y'all. Whoop whoop. Yeet.